Today in history. Today, it's May 13th, and we're going to continue with our journey to the past.
That's right. We have a couple of events to share with our listeners today, but first, here is my quiz question. With hits such as Lately and I Just Called to Say I Love You, he is one of the most successful singers in the world. Is it number one, Stevie Wonder, or number two, Steve Jobs? The question again, with hits such as Lately and I Just Called to Say I Love You, he is one of the most successful singers in the world. Is it number one, Stevie Wonder, or number two, Steve Jobs?
Lately happens to be one of my favorite songs.
Is that right? Nice one. If you know the answer right now, you can put it on our Bondi board or text it in on your cell phone, pounder sharp 1045 for 51 to win a Candle 나무 향초.
네, 좋습니다.
Cool.
Okay, so let's check those two items we're going to discuss.
Today in history. In 1950, singer Stevie Wonder was born, and in 1958, the trademark Velcro is registered. I just mentioned that word when I was talking about the shoes that I bought,
네,
right?
그 G-드래곤이나 돼야 신을 것 같은 그 신발을 사셨는데 찍찍이가 있었죠. Velcro, we call it 찍찍이.
Okay.
네. Anyway, we're going to begin today's journey to the past with the birth of an astonishing and probably one of the most recognized artists in the world.
He is the one and only Stephen Hardaway Morris, best known by his stage name Stevie Wonder, and he was born on this day in 1950.
Oh, that's his real name. Stephen Hardaway Morris. Of course, saying that he is a singer wouldn't be accurate. Well, as he is also a songwriter, music producer, and multi-instrumentalist, as he can play the piano, synthesizer, harmonica, congas, drums, bass guitar, bongos, organ, melodica, and clarinet.
Pretty impressive, huh? Moreover, Stevie Wonder is considered to be a child prodigy as he began playing instruments at an early age, including the piano, the harmonica, the drums, including many of those things that we just mentioned, only at the age of 11.
Yeah. Although a huge disadvantage, Stevie Wonder never let his visual impairment, which he lost at birth, interfere with his passion for music. But the sense of sight hasn't been the only sense he would have to forego. He once lost his sense of smell too, temporarily due to a 1973 road accident in North Carolina, from which he also received a scar on the right side of the forehead.
I see. Well, his numerous hits became not only critically and commercially acclaimed, but they also paved the road for other artists who made a name of their own, including Michael Jackson and Prince.
It would take us more than this segment's airtime to quickly review the number of awards and accolades he amassed through the decades, but to mention just a few, he's the winner of 25 Grammy Awards, and most for any artist to date. An honorary award, 74 nominations, and an Academy Award as well.
74 nominations, wow. Well, he was also inducted into the Rock and Roll and Songwriters Halls of Fame, and he is also named the 9th artist of all time by Rolling Stone magazine, the 9th greatest artist of all time.
네, 자, 스티비 원더, 자, 보이는 라디오에서 사진을 함께하고 계십니다. 자, 신체적인 어떤 그런 장애가 결코 그에게 그 천재성을 발휘하는데 전혀 장애가 되지 않았다는 그런 얘기네요. Okay, now let's move on to the invention that was dubbed the zipperless zipper when it made its debut in the 1940s.
The zipperless zipper, I like that. An ubiquitous invention today, it's none other than Velcro, which was registered as a trademark on this day in 1958.
네, Velcro라고 하더라고요. 자, Velcro was invented by Swiss electrical engineer George de Mestral, and it was inspired by nature itself when he observed how some seeds with hooks would stick to his clothes and his dog's fur after hiking.
Well, long story short, he came up with the idea of two strips that would stick through the same mechanism.
It was the beginning of the hook and loop fasteners available all over the world under different brand names.
Pretty cool, right? But as it has happened with many other products, Velcro became a generic term, thus making any hook and loop fastener, well, they would call it Velcro. Other similar examples are Kleenex, escalator, nylon, cellophane.
Like Xerox.
Yeah, Band-Aid, right?
네, 네, 맞아요. 그래서 Velcro가 어쨌든 그야말로 대표적인 명사가 되었습니다. 찍찍이라고 흔히 말하는 거. 자, interestingly, the popularity of Velcro spiked under a different name, NASA, well, which had astronauts use Velcro to secure items inside their spaceships.
Huh. Well, they have also been using Velcro for a rather unconventional use. A patch of Velcro is attached inside the helmet so that they can scratch their nose.
Interesting.
I did not know that.
Okay. All right. So that's it for today's Today in History. So before we wrap up, let's check the answer to your quiz question, Steve.
Let's do that. The question was, with hits such as Lately and I Just Called to Say I Love You, he is one of the most successful singers in the world. And the answer, of course, is number one, Stevie Wonder.
Yes. So that's it, right?
That's it for Today in History. And when we come back, oh boy, a pretty exciting Toby Dawson interview. Can't wait, right? Here's Stevie Wonder, My Chérie Amour.